it's like you have to take, and I always say this, and I probably said it the last episode too, it's like you have to take care of yourself so you can take care of everyone else. And so I think that the more that I've been taking care of myself, everything else in our life is kind of getting better, and it's like now it feels good. Now it's like, okay, like the postpartum depression is there, but it's like, how much of it do I want it to kind of run my life? And so I think I've managed to like, kind of like, all right, like it's there and I know it's there, but how do we handle it where it now doesn't pour into like our lives? And we've been talking a lot about like the whole cup full, right? Like, what is it, theory?
Yeah.
It's like
a way to explain things.
Like a way to explain like where we're at. And it's like, well, depression's bad, right? So like my cup can't be full with just my depression, because then it overflows, and then it overflows, but what's overflowing, it's bad stuff. It's not good things. So it's like I'm now in a place where I can fill my cup with good things. And so now it's like I'm going to get it to a point where if I'm good, then we're all good. And same with you. Like if you're good, then we're all good. And then me and you are good.
Yeah.
And so
we need to help each other.
I think whenever you have like a new baby or something new is happening in your life where it's like it feels uncertain, or it's like, it's like
you don't know what the future's going to hold.
Yeah, you don't know what the future holds. It's scary. And so it's like, it's easy to fall into like bad habits, or your mind to just shift into like negative emotions.
A lot of it's based on your thoughts. Like if you let those thoughts in, like Mikey, when we were talking about this thing that he kind of has these like thoughts at night that are repetitive, right? And so there's ways you can control your thinking, because it's your thinking, but what you can't control is the thoughts that pop into your head, but if you're surrounded by a lake and nice, beautiful birds, and those things might pop into your head, like the white bear. Don't think of a white bear. Don't think of a white bear. It pops in your head. So like you can't control that. And what you can control is your next thought. So if you have to be aware of these negative thoughts, they start coming in. Like me the other day, I started getting kind of activated by, some family stuff. And then it's like, I'm still hurt by things like you said, and anger starts coming out. And then I'm like, there's no reason for me to be upset. So then the next thought, like anger, and then like, why? Just let it go. The let it go thing I think is helping too. Because, sometimes it's just like, we don't know what triggers us. We call them triggers, and I think that's what they are. It's like they kind of like uncork something that's in there.
Yeah.
But what helps is like I told Mikey is like, next thought should be, hey, that thing that you're thinking about, just be aware of it, and then kind of move on to something that makes you feel better. That helps. And I think that helped him a bit, kind of relax.
And I think it like pinpointing your emotions and what is making you feel that way, or what is that feeling that I'm feeling, and what feelings come after I start feeling like that. It's like what I told you.
Yeah,
about,
what comes
like,
next?
It's like anger, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is anger? And anger comes from a place of hurt. And so it's like whenever, it's not necessarily that you're angry at the person or you hate the person. It's like, well, you're hurt to a certain extent, So it's like
it can happen
anger,
that way.
Because hate is a very strong word.
Yeah.
Anger is close to hate, but I think anger comes from hurt, and that's what I'm learning. Like when we get upset or we get angry, it comes from a place of being hurt.
Yeah.
And so when you have like family issues, it's like, well, you don't hate your family, it's just feelings are hurt. And so I don't know. That's how we've been learning a lot these last couple of weeks.
But like Vin Diesel said, if your family turns your back on you, you can't turn your back on your family, even if they turn their back on you. So you just got to be there for them. So we're back here after a slight hiatus. We got stopped by the security guard. I had the green key and he needed the red key, so we had to leave the lake. And so now we're back home. And we have some nice scenery here. So we just had to finish off our conversation. Actually, we had a nice 10, 15-minute discussion, and the camera went out.
Yeah, we never recorded it.
Yeah, we didn't record it. So we had a good discussion, and we're going to finish it off. I think the important concept about family, like we were talking about, was, sometimes you just have to give family some space. And, when you go through hard things, other people experience those things differently than you do. And you can't put yourself on them. So I think Vin Diesel was right.